Good morning everyone, and welcome to this heating morning practice. It's become quite cold in most of Europe, definitely here in England. So this morning I'm sharing with you a class that will help you to build internal heat, wake you up, and so that you're ready to get on with your day. So let's begin on hands and knees straight away for a little moment in child's pose. So sit back onto your heels, stretch the arms forward and relax your forehead towards the ground. Begin to take a few deep breaths here. Start to connect with your body. And just become aware of how you're feeling this morning. And feel your ribs and your belly expand on your thighs. Feel the back body expand up towards the ceiling. And just take a couple more breaths here to really come into a breath that will be easy to keep throughout the practice. Claw the mat with your fingertips now, and on your next inhale, round forward to hands and knees. Exhale, tilt the sit bones up and ripple the spine back towards your heels. Just a few wave-like motions. Inhale, come forward, rounding, pull the belly in. Exhale, tilt the sit bones up and slowly sit back. And a few more like those, waving the spine backwards and forwards, introducing a little bit of water element first. Second chakra. Getting into the hips. And let's take a few movements like free flowing here, sitting back, coming forward, making figure of eights with the hips, with the shoulders. And switch direction, feeling into your body, warming up through the spine. And carry on breathing, keeping that connection with your breath. And maybe lingering a little bit more here, drawing movement in the hips and beginning to engage the core. There is no right or wrong here, just do what feels good for you this morning. And then really spread the fingers wide. Connect each and every fingertip and all the knuckles onto the ground. Tuck your toes under. We'll start with 3 traditional cat and cows. So as you inhale, open the chest, tilt the sit bones up, draw the hands back towards your knees using the pulling muscles. Exhale, begin to round, press the ground away from you, tuck the tailbone under, belly pulls in. Inhale, slowly opening. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under and pull the ground away from you. One more time, full breath in. And slow breath out. On your next inhale, come to a neutral position. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under slightly, pull the belly in, lift the knees to hover off the ground for 3. For 2, really engage the lower belly, and 1. Release the knees back down, sit back a moment, take an inhale here, exhale, let it out. Bring the hands back towards the front, tuck your toes, inhale to open the chest, exhale as you round, lift the knees to hover off the floor, hold for 3, 2, they should feel like effort, and 1. Lower the knees down, sit back for a moment, just take a full breath in, slow breath out. We're taking our time to warm up here. Last time like this, spread your fingers wide and distribute the weight into the entire hand. Tuck the toes, inhale, open. Exhale as you round, then lift the knees. Hold this time for 5, 4, strong shoulders, strong core. 3, 2, and 1. And now straighten your legs. Bring your feet back into a plank. Hold plank for a moment. Breathing in. Breathing out. If plank is too much, you can always come into knee down version of plank. Keep the legs energized. And then shift forward. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows into the rib cage and lower down for this first chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, open the front body into mini cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Bring your feet a little bit wider if you need to. Make sure you press the legs onto the ground. And inhale this time as you lift. Maybe lift the hands. Exhale, lower back down. One more inhale. Lift the chest. Lift the hands. Hold. Upper back working here. Lower back working. Squeeze the glutes slightly so that your tailbone can still tuck under. Take another breath. Reach the arms back. Exhale, hands underneath you, press up and back all the way to downward dog now. Take a couple of breaths in your downward dog, making sure that you are rotating the inner elbows forward. So there is this, shoulders are not up here. There's this action of opening the shoulder joint. So shoulder and internal rotation. So the soft part of the elbows rotates forward without moving the hands. Relax your head here. Take the left foot towards the middle. Reach the right leg up as you inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Bring the right knee towards your nose, round. Breathe in, take that right leg up again. Exhale, right knee to nose. If this is too much to do from a plank, you can always lower the knees down and do this version instead. If you're up here, carry on with the right leg up. And then next time the right knee comes to nose, create space to then step the right foot between the hands. Lower your back knee down. You can untuck the toes as an option of the back foot. Keep the right knee over the right ankle and then reach the arms up for a low lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, lean back, round the spine, reach the arms forward. Breathe in to open the chest, bring the arms behind the ears. Exhale, lean back, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the glutes in the belly. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the left hand down and the right arm up into a twisted low lunge. Gaze up. Finding this twist here. And then tuck the toes under, the back toes. Lift the back knee to come into a twisted high lunge. Hold. Perhaps come onto the left fingertips so you get a little bit lighter onto the left hand and shoulder and you're relying on your legs a little bit more here. Take another breath. Exhale. Hands down. Frame the right foot. Step the right foot back into a plank. Shift forward as you inhale. Exhale, the option here to lower the knees down again or keep them off the ground. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, lower into your belly. Breathe in to open into that mini cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Breathe in as you open, this time lift the hands. Exhale, lower. See if you can do it without the hands at all. Breathe in, lift up, maybe arms wide this time. Exhale, hands underneath your ribs. Lift up and back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in downward dog. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring the right foot more towards the midline of your mat. Take the left leg up as you inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, left knee to nose, shifting forward. Remember, you can do this from your knees. Breathe in, left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to your nose, shift forward. One more time. Exhale, left knee to nose, and this time Step the left foot through. If the foot doesn't quite get there, shuffle it there or take it there with your hand. Lower the back knee on the ground. Strong legs here. Slightly pulling again towards each other, rather. Reach the arms up, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, stay here a moment. Breathe in, open the chest. Exhale, draw the ribs under, tuck the tailbone, reach forward. Similar to cat and cows, but in a lunge position. Breathe in, open, relax the shoulders. Exhale, round and connect to your core. One more time, full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Hold this twist here for a moment. Try to be a little bit lighter on your hand, on your right hand, so that you're not dropping all the way down like this. You're pushing the ground away, legs are strong, scissoring towards each other. And now tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, option. You can always stay with the previous option. For a high twisted lunge. One more breath, maybe come onto the right fingertips. And then bring the left hand down, frame the left foot, step the feet back into a plank. Shift forward as you inhale. Exhale your version of chaturanga, lower down in one straight line, strong through the core, strong through the shoulders. Untuck your toes, inhale into your version of a back bend that you prefer. Maybe you can go into a bit of a taller cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take one full breath in. And a sigh out of the mouth. Lift the heels now, shift forward into a plank. Wave-like motion of the spine back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back to downward dog. One more time. And back to downward dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga onto your belly. Untuck the toes. Breathe in, lift the hands. Maybe lift the feet this time. Hold for 3. Make sure there's no pain in your lower back when you do this. If there is, maybe go to the previous stage, feet off the ground. 2. And 1. Place the hands underneath your shoulders, lift up and back into a kneeling position. Take a moment. I want to readjust myself. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and tap into the belly area, the area of our inner fire. And when you're ready, bring the hands forward, come back into a plank, hold plank here. And then exhale, hips to downward dog. Bring the left hand towards the middle of the mat. Take the right hand towards either the left knee, ankle or foot, twisting, looking underneath the left shoulder. Very strong pose on the shoulder here. Hold for one more breath. And then switch sides. Right hand down, left arm, or hand rather, on the outside of the right foot or further down if you can, depending on your shoulder flexibility here. Spread the fingers of the right hand. If your knee's a little bent like this, that's fine too. And then release both hands down. Lift both heels and begin to tiptoe your feet to your hands, pressing the ground away from you with your hands and plugging the hip back into its socket, really using the lower belly muscles here. And you can tell because I'm struggling to speak. Bring the feet all the way forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, make a figure 7 with your body. Exhale, fold again. And take another breath here. And a full breath out. Press down into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going into 3 Surya Namaskars, sun salutations. They're really good sequences to help ourselves wake up and warm up. So as you inhale, reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, push the hips back, fold over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back into a plank. Shift forward as you inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Chaturanga of your choice, all the way down. Untuck your toes, breathe into open front body. Exhale, tuck your toes back to downward dog. And we're only going to take one breath here through the nose. And a breath out of the mouth. Inhale, lift the heels and step your feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Reach the arms up, press down into the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Again, like this, breath in, reach up, stretch up. Strong legs. Exhale, back down to earth. Halfway lift, inhale, figure 7 with your body. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into plank. Shift forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga, maybe this time only halfway down. Option here to untuck the toes, going into upward dog. And then exhale, pull the belly in to take you back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees. This time you have the option if you want to jump, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold over your legs. Press down into the feet, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, press the palms of the hands together. A little extra challenge this time as we inhale, we reach the arms up and come onto the tiptoes. And see if you can keep on your tiptoes as you fold all the way forward and down. Keeping on the tiptoes if you can, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump your feet into plank. Hold here. Exhale, chaturanga, all the way down or halfway down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, knees down if you prefer. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Exhale, release it out. From here, take the right leg up as you inhale. Point the toes down. Exhale, right knee to nose. Hold it. And then step the right foot between the hands. Make that effort of sucking the belly in and pressing the ground away from you. Keep the back heel lifted. This time, we rise up for a high lunge. If you're very wobbly here, very wobbly, you know what I meant. You can always widen the stance a little bit. So the feet are into separate lines. Keep the tailbone tucked under here. Little lift through the pelvic floor. Belly engaged. Hands to heart. Or you can keep reaching the arms up and forward. We're going to lean forward all the way into the right leg. And then lift that left leg for Warrior 3. If you lose your balance, come back into it. Keep your concentration. Hips are square towards the ground. Bend the right knee, slowly rise to standing. Left knee to chest, reach the arms up. Little twist here, right hand to left knee. Left arm behind you. Look towards the left shoulder. And that's an option, because as soon as you shift the gaze backwards, that makes it a lot harder. Reach the arms back up. Left foot steps next to the right. Come into a chair. Sitting back. Hold it. Pull the belly away from your thighs. And then exhale, straighten your legs forward, fold, hands on the ground. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Let's go through our Vinyasa sequence. Step the feet back. Plank. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Into your back bend of choice as you inhale, strong legs. Exhale, use your belly to take you back to downward dog. On your next inhale, take the left leg up, point the left toes down. Exhale, left knee to nose. Make space to step the left foot through. Adjust your feet so that they're on two separate lines, and then with confidence, come up as you inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the left leg. Hold it. Maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, shift forward, transition into warrior three, lifting that right leg off the floor, point the right toes down. Slowly bend the left knee. Ooh, come up to standing, right knee to the chest. We're going for a twist, right hand to left hand to right knee rather. Slowly open the right arm behind you. Try to straighten the left leg. And maybe gaze behind you towards the right fingertips. Keep your breath going, nice and long. Back to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, place the feet down into a chair pose. I'm going to shift back here. We'll give you an option for an arm balance. So you can hold chair pose and then go straight into your vinyasa. If you want to try crow pose, bring the hands down. Come onto your tippy toes. And bring the elbows, there's two versions, either behind the armpits or a little further down, just above the elbows, which is the version I'm going for today. If you're not familiar with crow, you're just going to stay here, shifting the weight forward into the fingertips and back. If you've tried crow before, shift forward, maybe one foot comes off the ground, maybe both, and you're flying it here. Squeeze the knees into your arms, belly pulling in. And then bring the feet down. If you're in chair pose, just widen your feet and come into a squat. Hands to heart. You can do a little bit of a circling motion with the wrists here to wake up the wrists and to stretch them after the arm balance, which by the way is completely optional. If this is your first time doing it, just keep coming back to this class or a few more classes that I'll be doing in the future where I'll explain arm balances with a little bit more detail. Give your hands a little bit of a shake. And we're going to straighten our legs now to come to a forward fold. Bring the feet on top of the hands so the fingers are pointing towards your heels and you're stepping onto your hands, giving your wrists and your hands a little bit of a massage with your toes here, widening the elbows, head down, relaxing the back body. And then inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank, move through your vinyasa. All the way to downward facing dog, pulling the belly in. Now take the right leg up as you inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose. Again, step it through. Shuffle it there if you, like me, didn't quite get it there this time. Left hand stays planted on the ground. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Twisted lunge. We've been here already. From here, option one is to roll onto the outer edges of the feet and place the right foot in front of you. Option two is to come into a full side plank. Right foot stacks on top of the left. Press the ground away from you. Spread your fingers. Hold. If you realize you need more support, bring that foot back to where it was, or even left knee down into this modified side plank. And then bring the hand down again, come into a plank. Shift forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You should be feeling quite warm by now. Just take one breath in and a full breath out. Reach the left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, step it through. We're staying onto the right hand, reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then roll onto the outer edges of the feet. Bring the left foot towards the middle of the mat. And you can either keep the left foot firmly planted there, or step left foot on top of the right. Side plank. Holding side plank of your choice. Maybe gaze up if you want to challenge your balance a little more. Lower the left hand down now. Roll onto your toes. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Sit back for a moment. Palms of the hands facing up. Feel free to close your eyes. And just have a little moment to connect with this heat that we're generating within ourselves. Also, being aware that this time of the year we're moving into darker months, and in a lot of traditions this is the time for letting go, and even the seasons are teaching us that it's time to let go of the old, of patterns we are holding on to that don't serve us, of things that no longer serve us. So this internal heat creates transformation and change, helps us to propel forward into the new, leaving behind what we don't need. So now just one more time, come back to downward dog. And either step your feet forward, then come into a seat, or you can try and do a little hop through to a seat, which I don't do very gracefully, but I'm working on it. So we're coming into a boat pose now. Bring the hands behind you, behind your knees rather. Lean back, straightening the elbows, lift the feet. Shins can stay parallel to the ground here. Reach the arms forward as an option, and maybe straighten your legs. Hold here for 5, 4, really squeezing your belly. 3, legs engaged, big toes together. 2, almost there. And 1, release the soles of the feet together and knees wide. Breathe in, lengthen front body. Exhale, begin to fold all the way forward and down towards your feet. Just a little break before we go into boat pose again. So inhale, lift up now. Bring your knees back together. You can do this, by the way, with hands on the ground as well for support. So wherever you want to go. Maybe this time, if you want to go a little more, reach the arms over the head, arms aligned with your ears for 5, 4, gaze up, keep a smile on your face. 3, feel the burn, embrace it. 2, and 1, soles of the feet together, knees wide, a little bit wider this time, so there's a big diamond shape between our legs. And then we can thread the arms underneath our shins, cupping the feet with our hands for this variation of turtle pose. So pull yourself in here. You feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Inhale, lift up now. Untangle your hands from underneath you, bring the knees together, and slowly using your core, lower down, all the way onto your back. And we'll just do a little bridge pose here to stretch the front body. Bring the feet on the ground. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Lift the hips. Make sure your feet and your knees stay hip width apart. Imagine you're squeezing a brick between your knees. Maybe the fingers can interlace behind you so you can shuffle your shoulder blades even closer in towards each other. Hold for the next 3 breaths here. You know you're doing this well if you're giving yourself a double chin. So you're really keeping the chin tucked in, stretching the back of the neck and your shoulders, opening the front body. And when you're ready, release the hands slowly. Bring your legs all the way back down and just windshield wipe your knees side to side. And now bring the right ankle above the left thigh. Pull the legs in towards you for figure 4 stretch. 5 breaths here. Make sure the stretch happens in the outer hip here, not in the knee. Drop the left foot back down, keep the shape of your legs, and then drop both legs towards the left. So the right foot comes down, right knee still points up, and you can use the left hand to push that right knee away from you a little bit, creating a stretch in the right side body. Take the legs back to center. And let's switch sides. Left ankle comes over the right thigh. Figure 4 in our legs. Bring the legs in if available to you today. And pull them in by grabbing the back of the right thigh. Stretching those hip stabilizers, the muscles that helped us in the balancing poses and in the strong leg poses that we've done. Drop the right foot back down and bring both knees, both legs towards the right, planting the left foot. I like to snuggle my left foot a little closer to my right hip, then the right hand comes onto my left thigh. And here there's a lovely side body stretch of the left side. So not just hip stretch, but also we're lengthening the core. Come back to center now, untangle your legs, bring your knees into your chest. And then rock up into a seat. So feel free to go into Shavasana if you rather have a laying down Shavasana at the end of the class. Otherwise, I'm just going to teach you a Kapalabhati breath, which is the breath of fire. Helps us to create a little bit of heat. So I'm going to show it from the side. You can stay in a cross-legged position or you can come into a kneeling like me. So it looks like this. It's a short inhale with a short exhale where we snap the belly back, and it looks like this. So we're going to go together here. You can go a little slower or faster depending on how you feel. So let's begin. First, deep breath in, deep breath out, and then we begin. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Watch out for any dizziness. And we'll go again. Short breath in. Snap the belly back with each exhale. Hold the breath out. And then deep breath in. And let it go. This is also really good to build abdominal strength, to work on our core. So we'll do one more like this. Short inhale. And we go. Hold the breath out. Feel the belly working. And then inhale fully. Exhale, release out of the mouth. You can do a seated meditation now with me, or if you'd rather lay all the way down, especially if you experienced any dizziness, that might be a good idea. And dizziness is normal here, by the way, especially if this is the first time you do this breath. Now close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to soften. Release any control of your breath. And just notice how you feel. Notice how this heating practice and this pranayama, this breath practice, or control of the breath. Prana means life force and also means breath. Notice if anything has changed in your attitude, in the way that you feel, in the thoughts that inhabit your mind. Know that everything is allowed and every thought and every emotion is valid. And just bring to mind one thing in your life that you realize is not really serving a purpose anymore, that you don't need in your life anymore. Something you can let go of. Make that your intention to let go of that one thing going into these darker months, going into this new season. And so with an inhale, bring that thing you can let go to mind. Hold it at the top, become aware of it. Exhale, release it, let it go through your breath. Reach the arms wide now. Bring the palms to touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Bow your head down towards your heart. Allow a smile to surface on your face. And a thought of gratitude to yourself for taking this time to practice this morning. Taking this time to connect with yourself. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. Thanks guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and let me know how that went. Any comments? just let me know how it all went. Thank you.